I'm Liz Wild.
And I'm Emily Lynn.
And this is Dykeotomy.
So, we got this question from Anna. She wants to know about the veracity of the term lesbian bed death.
Not to be confused with
the lesbian deathbed. This is a lesbian deathbed. And this is lesbian bed death.
You ready for bed?
Yeah, sure. Could you stop touching me so much?
Yeah, sorry.
Lesbian bed death is the idea that after lesbians have been in a relationship for a certain period of time, they stop having sex. I looked it up because I've heard the term. Had you ever heard that term?
It made me not want to become a lesbian because I really like sex. Like, really.
Editing is my favorite part. So I had heard the term, but I don't know, I thought it was just like a stereotype. And so I googled it. You know, how else do you learn any damn thing? And then I found a Wikipedia entry. There's this study that this woman did about how often people have sex. According to her study, after people have been in a committed relationship for 2 years or more, the amount of sex they have naturally goes down, and it went down the most for lesbians. But then this other researcher countered that with, well, yeah, but you're kind of using penetration as a basis for what you're calling sex. You're like, oh, no penis in the vagina? Well, you're not having sex, which obviously leaves lesbians out. And she said something like, heterosexuals, it takes like 8 minutes. Oh, lesbians, it takes like 30 minutes minimum.
No. Sorry.
Liz has an opinion.
Let me correct that. With men, it takes less time. When a guy is having sex with a girl, he finishes, and sometimes that means the sex is over, which is really unfortunate for the girl.
Liz says that men and women have equal sex drives. I disagree. I think the male sex drive in general is stronger, and just, I mean, not to be like, because they're douchey guys, but like, they're pumped full of testosterone. So when you get a guy in a relationship, sex would happen more often. With
Lesbians, I just feel like we take longer, and obviously we care about pleasuring each other.
Yeah, I think it takes more time because it's not just like, well, I got off, we're done now.
I think communication is key in a sexual relationship. It's important to voice what you want, and I feel like that's why a lot of people's sex lives go down the tube, is when you stop talking and then you hold resentments and then you're like, this sex sucks but I can't voice my opinions. Like, talk about sex. Lesbian bed death, it's an unfair stereotype.
I don't think it's an overarching problem, and I don't think it's something you should be worried about if you get into a long-term relationship with someone.
I mean, I think a lot of lesbians tend to be guilty of it just because maybe girls aren't as sexual. Some girls aren't as sexual. They're just like, let's snuggle and pet our cat and eat granola.
Way to put all the negative stereotypes into one thing.
I'm sure somebody is doing that right now.
Probably. They're probably eating granola and petting their cat and being like, that is so unfair. I'm not like that. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to future Dykeotomy things, which come out every 2 weeks, by clicking
here. If you're searching for Dykeotomy, you also might stumble across this awesome lady named Kimberly Dark. She's an American performance artist, writer, and sociologist, and she also does a show called Dykeotomy, so check it out.
Spelled the same way.
Lesbians
out.
But yeah, we're going to show you some ways to keep love alive in the bedroom.
No,
Step 1.
No, we're not.
Take off your clothes.